Good morning, my lovelies, and happy Tuesday. I'm sorry about the delay in videos. I'm pretty sure it's been about 2 or 3 weeks at this point. Don't worry, I'm alive. And the reason I was quiet for so long is I had my cousin's wedding, which I'll be talking about today. I'm just shaking my makeup because I didn't actually shake it before like clicking the record button because planning is essential. So I've toned, moisturized my face, and now I'm going to go in with a very light foundation. This is the Chanel Ultra Light Skin Perfecting Sunscreen makeup. I'm not actually going out in the sun because, look at me, I don't go out in the sun. Like I was saying, I had my cousin's wedding one week, and then Thanksgiving was the next week, and I knew I couldn't get the videos done across that 2-week span. So I decided, hey, instead of actually uploading like I should be, I'm just gonna chill and freak out about family. But I'm gonna talk to y'all today about the wedding. It was an amazing wedding, and this is one of my cousins. Wow. As you can see, I match it very well. I might be going in with a heavier one. I didn't realize how bad this was still. I'm gonna go in with a heavier foundation just because that one spot. If I wasn't doing videos where this side would be my prominent side, I wouldn't be upgrading my makeup to the full coverage. I underestimated, so I'm going to Le Teint Ultra. Tenue Chanel as well. I got the other Chanel actually from my mom because that's why it doesn't match at all. And this is gonna be hella bad. Don't worry, I know. I just don't want to take off the other foundation because I put so many chemicals on my face for moisturizer. Anyway, talking about my cousin's wedding. So it was in Austin 2 weekends ago now, and it was amazing. So first off, I don't really know my cousin that well. It's like my dad's cousin's daughter. So I got there, ooh, hello. Ooh, did my face disappear for a second, camera? So I went there actually Thursday, and that's why I was like, oh, I can't do these videos. I went there Thursday, drove over actually to Magnolia Farms, which is the Fixer Uppers kind of selling point. It's one of their shops that they created in Waco, Texas. And I had to go, you know, southeast anyway, being from West Texas. So I was like, might as well stop there, you know what I'm saying? So I stopped there and oh my gosh, it is ridiculous. If you've never been and you live within a reasonable drive to it, I suggest you go. It's also a really cool place for young people to work out. And also today I am going into the under eye area with the foundation, which I normally don't do. Surprise. I'm just gonna try to even this out because I'm really bad at my neck. And I know that I kind of have to do my neck because I'm committed. And I already got some on it. Okay, so Thursday went to Waco, and then I drove down, stayed with some friends, and the wedding was on Saturday, so Friday I just hung out with like a friend. And I don't have my eyeliner. Where are you? I thought I was like really prepared for the video, and then I look and I'm like, there's not even concealer right here. So wedding was Saturday, and it was an evening wedding. And most of the ones I've gone to are kind of like late-ish, but they're not like 6:30 at night late-ish. Especially during the winter, because here in Texas, it gets dark at 5. If not earlier. Pretty much. So I was just like, okay. I did not mean to put this much concealer on. And so it was actually outside of Austin, too. It was in one of the mega churches. So if you don't know much about Texas, the Austin area and the Houston area, the big cities, should I say, have tons of mega churches. This church was actually built in such a way that not only was it a mega church, but it was so big that they had a separate chapel, like an entirely separate building that was designated the wedding chapel. And I'm not making this stuff up. Like, the wedding chapel was bigger and would hold more people than my little small town church. And I was like, I'm like, okay, this is good. Reassuring, they're down to earth. But this was pretty much the first time I'd seen my cousin since I was a little baby. And I was just so nervous to meet her officially again. But I went with my aunt, she, and like some of my other cousins or whatever. We drove down and it was so much fun. The wedding itself was nice and short, and it was really funny because they were like, someone was like, oh, that was such a long wedding. And then one of my grand aunts just turned and she went, you haven't been to many Catholic weddings, have you? And I was like, oh, that's true. Because those are the ones I've been to, and those are ridiculous. Okay, I think that's about good. But oh, my makeup. I was so proud of my makeup, and I didn't even take a picture of myself. Ugh. I know, that sounds so dramatic, but I don't even have a picture that I can be like, look how good I do makeup. Guys, I really know how to do makeup. I don't even have one of those pictures. The ceremony goes on. It's really cute. It's in a church. It's in its own chapel. And it's really fun because there was family drama while I was there. And, like, I'm not really close enough to that side of the family to get in on the family drama, as in, like, be the cause of family drama, thank God. So I was relieved when drama was not because of me. It was because of the bride's grandfather on her father's side showed up to the wedding. And one thing that I learned very quickly at this wedding was that my cousin's father, besides the fact that he's not even in the picture anymore, he was a very big jerk, should I say. But they just, like, dropped my cousin and her mom like it was hot. But then the grandfather, the maternal or the paternal grandfather showed up, and he was just like, I run this place, she's my girl, you know. And my cousin was like, dude, I have not seen you in years. Like, you have no right to come in here acting like you are the thing when you don't even interact with me. And he was just like, but I am the thing kind of attitude, you know. Okay, going into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. The reason I use this one so much is because it's very versatile and I find a lot of people have it. So that's one of the reasons I'm using it. But I'm going to go in with Tempura. And I'm going all over the lid with this. And my grand aunt, who is the maternal, that means the mom of my cousin's mom, she was just not having it. She's like, I will bite. She's like, I'm mean. And she's an itty bitty little woman. Like, she's maybe 5 foot tall and just adorable and loving and just, oh, amazing. Okay, and I'm pulling this all the way up to the brow bone because I want some texture in my life. With that exact same little fuzzy brush. This is just an eye crease brush that I got from my mother's drawer because I stole it. But anyway, I'm gonna go in with the Buon Fresco, which is this very light purpley taupe color. And I'm going to try to stay as close to the crease as possible. I've been watching a lot of Grey's Anatomy, and I love how they do their makeup so much. But that drama resolved itself, because then we went to the reception that was in Austin. It was like downtown Austin. I was like, okay. So we drove 40 minutes out here, and we're just gonna drive 40 minutes back. Good. But you know, that's where the food was, so that's where I'm going. Granted. I'm not gonna deny food. Okay. Now I'm just building this up in the crease all the way across, trying to leave the lid as natural and clean as I can. And it's okay if this goes up a little bit more. Oh, I actually like this. Yay me. Yay me. Now I'm gonna go into this warm taupe here, and it's just a medium taupe. It's not like an exceptional one. And I'm going to build out just this side right here. But anyway, so we go to the reception, and it's November in Texas. So it's kind of cold, but it's not like cold enough that you really need a jacket. Like, you could have a jacket, but you don't really need it. Like, don't be that person kind of attitude, you know, about jackets. I think it was probably 60 that night. Anyway, so we go to the reception, we all have some drinks, and it's just fun. I actually, the only really, really good shot I got of the entire wedding was, oh, this is sad. Okay, one sec, I'll tell you. Cypress Umber is just like a nice dark, just barely touch it, flirt with it, girl. And I'm just gonna do the outer corner right here. Just trying to darken that a bit more. Ooh, I like that. God, my poor palettes. I can't have powdery palettes because I stab them with not my fingers. Okay, I like it. Because it's like subtle, but it's also like, hey girl, we're awake. We got makeup on, but it's not like, not too glammed out, should English say. So the only really good picture I got at the wedding and the reception was of one of the middle pieces, one of the centerpieces for the reception table, and that's where the food was. And, oh wow, here it is. I'll put it right here or something. And it was just beautiful. It was very like rustic themed because the guy himself is very rustic. I think for their, I'm trying to think what it is. I think for their buck party or their bachelor party, if you will, they went to, they actually went hunting, and then they went and they shot tanks. You know, like the little tanks you see in the army? They shot tanks, because why would you not shoot tanks? That's what you do in the South. Okay, I'm gonna go in with eyeliner and I'll be right back. Eyeliner is done. I am not gonna forget the smudge this time, even though I did just put away all my brushes. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a smudge brush. And I know I still have my bake on. It's gonna stay on because I'm not good at smudging. And then I'm gonna go back into that Balm Fresco because I really like the color, and I don't like going with the darkest shade for the smudge. I like it being nice and kind of subtle. Okay. Eyes open, baby. And one option, ooh, I found some powder on my nose. One thing you can do for this look, if you're mimicking it, following along, I don't know, girl, is you can actually take a smudge brush and smudge out this outer corner here on your eyeshadow, your eyeliner, and that would be beautiful. Why am I not doing it? Because I'm not good at it. And I know I created this channel so I could actually learn and push myself to better my makeup, but that's okay. Smudge is done. That was my eye. So here we go. Now I guess I should take the bake off so you're not just like, girl, you are blinding me with your... Can I really be that tired? I can. Welcome. And so the reception was good. Drinks were fun. All the drinks were had around. And then, okay, I'm gonna do mascara. I think this was one of the few I can actually do talking skills. I can't do the curler. Well, it's because I saw a BuzzFeed article recently that had pictures of, God, that's a hair. It's not even an eyelash. It had like eyelash curlers that had the eyelashes like off. Wasn't even on the eye. I was just like, oh, that's a nightmare. This was at one of the small convention centers downtown. And so it's like the upper part where we had our drinks and all that stuff, kind of allowing the people to get situated and the bride and groom to take their pictures before they came. That was all held upstairs, like the drinks. And it was like open air, but they had fans and they had heaters. So if you were hot, you could go to the edge because it was a little cool. If you were cold, you could just like huddle together under the heaters, not just cruel like cuddle. I'm gonna go in with mascara. I almost broke this on the wedding. You can see that it's definitely not straight. That was me. I'm probably one of the most annoying people to watch Grey's Anatomy with. I'm only on season 3 or something, but I'll be like, oh, I love her makeup in this episode. And I'm just like, oh, I mean, I like the show itself. Ooh, that's a good oops. Just darken that crease. Don't look at me. But the wedding was cute, and then the reception was downstairs, and it was beautiful. There were round tables, and then there was like a buffet section for the food. I mean, the food wasn't out when we first got down there. We had to sit a bit, because then we had the order, the bride and groom ate. That way, while everyone else was eating, they could do their first dance and get that out of the way, and open up the dance floor. And they had a live DJ, and it was really fun. When we sent in our RSVPs, they were like, oh, suggest a song, please. So of course I suggested Gangnam Style, because that's an easy dance. Super easy group dance, but it didn't play. There were a lot of suggestions. Really not that much country music was played either. I was surprised, because I find that usually there will be at least a few slow songs, and being in the South, that means country. Mascara is done. I'm not gonna actually do my bottom lashes like I normally do, just because I did that smudge and I want it to just shine through. Look at my creases, look at them. Don't look at my creases, pervert. After everyone had eaten, the dance floor was open, of course. I mean, and there was a bar available, so you could do that. And the dance floor was super fun because the live DJ really stepped up his game. It wasn't just like song, like, you know, and then the song ends and then you have the wind up for the whole new song. No, he like merged them together so they flowed really well. Wow, one side of these is better than the other. Can you take a guess which one? Could it be the one I'm touching up? Ooh. And, oh, they didn't play Gangnam Style, but that's okay. And then, you know that aunt I was telling you about earlier that was like, I'm fierce, and she's like 5 feet tall? Well, she went up to the DJ stand and, not by force, but she took the DJ's headset and the song, I don't know what it's called, but it's like, hey girl, back that A up, girl, back that A up. She DJ'd it. And she was just smiling the entire time. She's like an 85-year-old woman up there with DJ headphones, her hand on the record and be like, back that up. It was just hilarious. I'd love to play it if I wouldn't get a copyright claim. And I know I'm a small channel, but that can really mess with you. But that was probably one of my favorite moments. And then around 11:30, because they didn't start serving food until 8. And if you're gonna do a wedding, don't do that to me. If you invite me to your wedding, don't make me wait again, please. Please, I love food. Okay, going in highlighter, and if you're looking for what I'm actually using, you can find that in the description box below. Because I don't think I've actually said a product name except for the beginning. And just to top off this kind of like nonchalant look, I'm gonna top it. I'll say this name. It's Clinique, and my dogs really like it. As you can tell. Hey, how you doing? They were puppies, and they smelled like me, and they wanted to know what I was doing. I should do a lip liner for this. I just don't have it with me, so I'm just gonna go in straight. Okay, so it hit 11:30, and we got Whataburger, we got honey and chicken biscuits. That was probably one of my favorite parts of it. And then they gave us sparklers, had us line up on the sidewalk outside. We lit our sparklers as they ran by, and it was just, it was so pretty. I was like, ooh, I'm stealing that one. And then I'm going in with the Living Proof volumizing spray. It's not as hard. Sorry, I just realized I got loud. It's not as stiffening as most sprays I found. This is just a dry volume blast. And it really helps your hair stay, but it's not like a, it's like a hey. So, there we go. That's done. And I'm probably never gonna ever curl my hair on this channel, so thank y'all so much for watching. Go make today beautiful, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.